Hi folks, Zach here from Finder.com, and wow, do I have an investment opportunity for you. I'll send $200 to the first 50 people who mail me $100 to the address below. No? That's absurd, right? No one would ever fall for that. Or would they? Today, we're talking about crypto scams and how to spot them. Spoiler alert, that enticing $200 offer I mentioned before is called a giveaway scam, one of the most popular scams in the world of crypto. The 5 scams we're covering today are giveaway scams, phishing scams, exit schemes, Ponzi schemes, and the devastating pump and dump scam. Let's dive in. Giveaway scams are simple in theory, but often complicated to spot. The basis of the scam is that someone will give you more crypto than you give them. And to make this scam plausible, scammers will often impersonate celebrities and other popular crypto community members. Sometimes, scammers even gain access to legitimate accounts to run this scam. It's probably pretty obvious that anyone who sent BTC to that address lost all their coins. But in the heat of the moment, it can seem like a pretty great deal, right? So how do you avoid giveaway scams? The same way you avoid Nigerian princes asking for money. You remember that if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So, who wants to mail me that $100? Phishing scams aren't unique to cryptocurrencies, but they definitely flourish in the decentralized atmosphere. As with any phishing scam, the goal of the scammer is to gain access to something of value that you own. This can include email address, bank account, crypto wallet, or something even more abstract, like your private information. When it comes to crypto specifically, phishing scams target your private wallet keys through a number of methods. Fake websites, fake apps on your phone, and fake links in an email that they send you. Once they have access to your keys, your crypto is as good as gone. And as I mentioned before, once it's gone, it's gone. The best way to avoid a phishing scam is to always double check URLs to make sure you're visiting the genuine website. Don't click on suspicious links that are emailed to you. Never disclose your private keys to anyone, ever. Never ever, no matter what. Helpful person in that crypto Telegram group you joined to get the latest tips? Nope. The customer service agent you're speaking to on Discord to help sort out a problem with your CoinSwitch account? Nope. Your mom? Maybe. That's up to you. If you're relatively new to crypto, these types of scams are particularly dangerous to you, and unfortunately will continue to be until you get burned. Exit scams are when an exchange or any company that is raising or managing people's crypto, like an ICO, basically stops answering their phones and runs off with everyone's money. There's actually one unfolding right around the time we're shooting this video. The Thodex Crypto Exchange. Long story short, the Thodex Crypto Exchange began by telling its some 400,000 users that it would be undergoing maintenance on April 18th and 19th, but then it went offline for 5 days. Users, of course, reported this strange occurrence to authorities, which led to the government stepping in and arrests being made. Thodex was founded in 2017 and had operated for many years without any problems, which begs the question, how do you avoid getting scammed by an exchange? Never keep your crypto on an exchange longer than you have to. Instead, opt to store it on your own wallet and have control over your own private keys. Aside from this, sticking with well-known exchanges to perform your trades can help mitigate some of the risk, but I cannot stress enough how important it is to have control over your own private key. If you need help choosing a wallet, we've got a guide on it linked below, but a Trezor or a Ledger Nano are easy choices if you don't want to do the research. Alright, back to scams. Ponzi schemes are absolutely the coolest sounding of all the scams. And sounding cool is exactly how they work. A Ponzi scheme, someone sells you something. A dream, a hope, a product. Then they encourage you to sell that same thing to other folks. For a Ponzi scheme to work, you need 2 things. Investors who think they are in early on something, and rewards for investors who bring in more investors. So what's a crypto Ponzi scheme exactly? It's typically a coin that you invest in and get rewards for by encouraging others to invest in it as well. The most well-known crypto Ponzi scheme is BitConnect. Basically, if you were a BitConnect user who referred a friend, you got paid. And that friend, and you, got paid even more when your friend referred somebody else. Ever hear of a pyramid scheme? The telltale signs of a Ponzi scheme are feeling rushed to get involved or to invest, a community that warns you not to miss out, get in on the ground floor, hurry before normies get involved, tell everybody you know, rewards that are too good to be true, because they are. And last but not least, withholding key information. You know when you hear from someone you haven't talked to since high school, and they need to tell you about this amazing investment opportunity? You know, you'll maybe even become your own boss and earn 6 figures a year? That's a Ponzi scheme. And if a cryptocurrency ever sounds like that, you should probably avoid it. Last, but certainly not least dangerous, the pump and dump scam. Pump and dumps are similar to Ponzi schemes, and they rely on human psychology to work so flawlessly. Have you ever gone somewhere with your friends, not because you wanted to, but because you had a fear of missing out? That FOMO is what makes pump and dumps so dangerous. Pump and dump scam works when a group of people band together to inflate the price of a crypto, helping it gain in popularity and entice other buyers to jump on the buying train. They often tell other investors that they have insider information on the price of the coin, often stating some bogus reason why it's going to increase in price soon. The original group continues to inflate or pump the price until enough other investors have bought in, then comes the dump. Pump and dump scams plague many markets, from crypto to stock markets to currency exchanges. Here are some ways to avoid them in crypto. Be wary of crypto suddenly experiencing a sharp rise in price for seemingly no reason. Keep an eye out for fake news on social media that hypes particular coins for, you guessed it, no reason. Carefully research the credentials of any cryptocurrency you're interested in before buying. Don't just buy coins for no reason. It is possible to make money on pump and dumps, but the risk of getting dumped is never worth the heartache, trust me. These aren't the only scams in the wonderful world of cryptocurrencies, and they aren't always easy to spot. We keep a rotating list of the most popular cryptocurrency scams over at Finder.com, linked in the description box below. So be sure to check there for up-to-date information on crypto schemes currently plaguing the industry. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you'll be the first to know about any new videos we drop here at Finder.